Do you remember your first 4-H club meeting? I vaguely remember mine. I remember standing up and saying the pledge along with everyone else, not really knowing what any of the words meant. Perhaps you had a similar experience. When I started 4-H, I pledged to give my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living. I realize now that when I gave all those things to 4-H, 4-H changed them and made them better, and then gave them right back to me. I started 4-H when I was in 7th grade. However, it wasn't until 10th grade that I really started to get into it and commit myself to it. I fully committed to the 4-H pledge and determined to let it guide the rest of my 4-H career. When I gave my head to 4-H, I was making good grades in school, but I learned there's a difference between real knowledge and A's and B's. 4-H has given me knowledge in so many different areas. Where do I start? Through club meetings, conferences, other 4-H trips, honor club meetings, and my own 4-H activities, I've learned so many different things. It took me a while to figure out just exactly what I wanted to do. When I started 4-H, my project was companion animal. I changed projects several times until my junior year, each time gaining a better understanding of the field I chose. My junior year in high school, I decided to do the communications project. I cannot even begin to explain all the things I've learned through that. 4-H has given me so many opportunities to learn communication skills and to use them. I can give speeches, make movies, create websites, blog, and so much more. These skills I never would have learned on my own had 4-H not encouraged me to do so. 4-H has not only helped teach me skills that I will use all my life, but it also taught me how to make my own decisions. I pledged my head to clearer thinking, which meant I had to stop and think about every decision I made, not only in 4-H, but also in my life. For example, in 4-H, I was encouraged to run for various offices at my club, honor club, and at All-Star Conference. In order to do this, I could not just come up with a fancy slogan and hand out candy. I had to actually stop and think about what I wanted to say and what I wanted to do. There's a great difference between knowledge and knowing how to use it. You can know how brakes work on a car, but unless you know how to use those brakes, then it won't really matter what other technical information you know when you need to stop. When I gave my head to 4-H, I didn't expect 4-H to give me anything back. I figured I'd pick up something useful here or there, but I never expected to learn as much as I have in these past 5 years. I not only pledged my head to clearer thinking, but I also pledged my heart to greater loyalty. Loyalty to my club, my community, my country, and my world. When I pledged my heart to 4-H, I didn't expect to find as much of a passion for it as I have. I've developed a heart for others. I learned how to help others. 4-H made me stop and realize that there is more to life than just me. There are many problems and needs in our world. It takes a heart to help others solve these problems. 4-H's emphasis on citizenship has encouraged me to become involved, and through helping others, I've developed a heart for it. Albert Einstein once said, "Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile." 4-H has also given me a heart for my friends. My 4-H friends are some of the closest friends I have. It seems like every 4-H trip I go on is like a big family reunion, yet no matter how many trips I take, I still seem to meet someone new every time. And then, I pledged my hands to larger service. I thought this meant that I would just have to do more volunteer work than I was already doing. Well, when I pledged my head to 4-H, 4-H gave it back to me with plenty of new knowledge, right? Well, when I pledged my hands to 4-H, 4-H gave them back to me with the ability to apply the knowledge I gained, and I found that I was learning by doing, as the 4-H slogan states. I can give speeches, make movies, create websites, blog, and communicate in so many other ways that I never could have before. 4-H has given me skills that I will use all my life. And finally, I pledged my health to better living. I had to. My head, heart, and hands became very busy. They needed to be taken care of. When I pledged my health to 4-H, 4-H taught me how to take care of myself. If I do not take care of myself, then I cannot use my head. I can't use my heart. I can't use my hands. Without properly taking care of myself, those things won't be of any use. Also, 4-H has taught me how to have a healthy level of self-confidence. No matter how big I dream, I can never dream too big. I can set high goals, and not only can I set those high goals, but I can reach them. I can take big tasks and break them down into smaller, more doable tasks. 4-H really has given back all the things I pledged to it. Back in 7th grade, when I first made that pledge, I may not have known exactly what I was doing. I certainly did not realize everything I was getting myself into. But still, 4-H has taken all those things I gave it and developed them. It's taken my head, heart, hands, and my health and shown me how to use them. It's given them back to me ready to be used for the rest of my life. Now for me and all the 4-H seniors, it is in our hands. 4-H has equipped us to use these skills, and it is up to us to use them. Just because I have more knowledge doesn't mean that I'm going to be wiser. Just because I have a greater heart for others doesn't mean that I am automatically going to help others. Just because I've applied my hands to larger service doesn't mean that my hands will involuntarily do what they're supposed to. And just because I know how to take care of myself doesn't mean that I will subconsciously do it. I have to put myself in that mindset daily, and I encourage you to do the same. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." 4-Hers, are you fully pledging yourself to the 4-H pledge? Are you using your head, heart, hands, and health to make this world a better place? I encourage you today to think of everything you do in 4-H as a gift instead of a chore. Don't think of learning as boring. Think of it as a way to develop your head. Don't think of volunteer work as a job. Think of it as a way to develop your hands. Let yourself set goals and develop what you need to achieve them. So, the next time you say the 4-H pledge, mean it. Don't hold anything back. And then you will discover the truth of the 4-H motto. 4-H takes our best and makes it better.